Alright, so this is day 4, and here's some of the lessons and the things that I've decided. So, first of all, I've moved my reflection to night at the very end of my day instead of at the very start of my day. And it's all because of the concept of eat the frog. So, basically, the concept behind that is if you were to eat a frog, if you were forced to eat a frog, would you want to do it at the very beginning or at the very end? And basically, the whole concept behind it is that you would want to do it in the very beginning so that you could clean your palate with something that tastes better. But if you eat it at the end, then your palate, like your mouth, is going to be all weird, you know what I'm saying? When you eat at the end. So basically, the idea behind what I'm trying to do is I want to get the hardest things done in the morning. When I wake up, I want to be on the game playing 1v1s in the first 5 minutes of when I wake up, right? Not doing some other thing that doesn't move the needle forward. And reflection is very important. Feedback loops are very important because you can't just work and then expect to get better. You need to have feedback loops, and the reflection is one way to do that. But I think it's better suited to be at night and not in the morning. So that's the first thing. I moved my reflection at night. The second thing is that I want to experiment with some sort of physical exercise. And there's two reasons why. Like, first of all, I have a lot of trouble falling asleep. So I want to see if maybe 30 to 60 minutes of exercise every day would help me, fall asleep at night because my sleep is really poor. It takes me a lot of time to fall asleep. And the second reason is, of course, very obvious physical and mental benefits. The physical benefits lead to the mental benefits, and there's a lot of health and longevity. Like everybody knows about it, you know what I'm saying? Exercise is really good. It just takes time and some mental energy. I'm thinking about going to the gym, but also I don't want to go to the gym unless it's at night because I don't want to go to the gym with other people. I want to be in the gym by myself or maybe one or two other people so I can do my sets. I don't have to worry about other people wanting to take the bench or whatever. I can just do my thing. And if I can't do that, I could potentially just go for a run or something. So that's another option. And of course, I'd be doing these things at night, basically when the sun is down, not in the morning or in the afternoon. And then the third thing is today I try to play 2 tournaments in a row. I try to play the Duo Victory Cash Cup Central and then the West one. And then by the West one, I mean I was done. And what I mean by that is mentally I was drained. And in this instance, the fortitude, like I don't have enough mental fortitude in order to play 2 tournaments in a row. I basically snapped because something happened to me and I got mad. But luckily, mental fortitude is something, it's a skill, and therefore, because it is a skill, it can be improved upon and grown. So I think over time I can play more, like longer periods of time, but for now it's maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time. One thing that really helps me reset is definitely walking outside, going for walks, talking to yourself out loud, just having a conversation with yourself, and getting a fresh breath of air is one of the best hacks for me that works really well. So I need to keep abusing the walks. So yeah, from now on, all my recordings should be at night. And I did play 1v1s today. Today was a better day than the last 2 days. The only reason why I don't have any footage is because I had to change my clipping software because every time I clipped one of my 1v1s, I would start lagging. And I just got a different clipping software. So tomorrow we're going to lock in, do 1v1s, and we're going to go over the footage, go over what I learned. And yeah.